Who's up next in the UFC? Who's up next? Who could it be? I said, who's up next in the UFC? Who's up next? Who could it be? Who? Yeah. How's it going? Didn't see you there. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is time once again for Who's Up Next, everybody's favorite matchmaking show on the entire internet ever in the history of the entire world. How's everybody doing? Good to see old Kenny in the chat. Denial. Leandro, Tyler, all of you fine, lovely, beautiful people. Hope you're all doing well today. What a card it was. I thought it was a pretty entertaining card for the most part. Obviously, when a main event and a co-main event aren't very exciting, it can leave a sour taste in the fan's mouth. But yeah, you know what it is. Here to matchmake, here to vote, all that fun stuff. Let me know how you guys thought about the event. How do you rate it on a scale from 1 to 10? First match of the night would be Mateusz Camillo versus Vyacheslav Borshov. I didn't really watch this fight. Let me know what you guys thought of this fight, because a lot of people told me that this fight was a robbery. At the end of the day, you know, Vyacheslav has a wrestling deficiency. So I guess that's what lost him the fight. But just from the little tiny bit that I did see while I was setting up the stream, it looked like Vyacheslav might have took it, but whatever. He didn't do enough, I guess, to make it convincing. So in the history of history, yes, exactly. Carlos Prates made the card massive. Yes, I know, Kenny. I know you love that. What is up, Nick? Good to see you, man. Really? That's interesting to know. Islam JDM fight 2 out of 10. Dylan Dennis fight 5 out of 10. Yeah, we actually played that on the stream. I saw that Dennis got in a fight with apparently Mr. Chonko, or John Pork, as everyone's calling him. Yeah, that was probably one of the better fights of the night, honestly. Vyacheslav didn't go to Dagestan for 2-3 years, brother. Forget. Dylan, so far from being signed by the UFC, he's not even allowed to watch. Yeah, apparently he's a... Was he fighting MMA on Misfits Boxing? Isn't that what he's up to now? Yay, Johnny fucking Pork over here. Oh, he lives on Churdy Churd and in the Bronx. Oh, anyway. John Pork and 10 guys saw Dylan and instantly... What? YK? Speaking in millennial code. But anyway, yeah, so I guess that the fight wasn't super interesting. Who should be next for Mateusz Camillo? I'm just going to check the rankings. I don't think you guys are really too interested in this one, but I'll just check the rankings and see who is around his ranking. Why is this not working? Also, by the way, guys, go subscribe to the Instagram channel. I'm going to start going live over on there. Just, I don't know why, actually. I was thinking about getting Twitter, too, like paying the $8 a month for Twitter Premium and streaming on there, trying some other platforms out, because we're really close to getting ads, which I'm pretty stoked about. So I'm going to try to maximize the reach and all that fun. I know this is like super interesting stuff that you guys just couldn't wait to hear me talk about, but I'm also trying to stall for time because I'm looking for Mateusz Camillo in the rankings. Okay, Vyacheslav was 67th. Great. Okay, are you guys interested in Mateusz Camillo at all? Did he look good at all. I want to see double D's in UFC BJJ. I think we all do. John Pork and 10. Yeah. Dana would ban Dylan from attending, but would sign him for 15 and 15. Make it 10 and 10. All dudes wear the same sporty spice looking hat. The Russian dudes? I can't say jump, but oh yeah. No, we all care. We're just distracted easily like small children. Fame enough. Same, fair enough. Say my name on Insta. Yeah, it's in the channel's description. In other news, the price of tea in China is stable. Wow. I feel like it hasn't been since the Opium Wars. Kenny, that's because you have a lot of issues internally in your head. But you know what? It's all right. We'll accept you for now. Just try to be on your best behavior, my friend. Okay, so let's see. Mateus Camillo seems like he's a decent wrestler. Went up against basically a striker. There is a man who is too. Also, it didn't seem like he had the most entertaining fight, if I'm not mistaken. But there is a man who in the UFC. His name is Loic Radzhabov. He fought in what's it called? The PFL. He did decent in the PFL. I think I'm gonna match him up with that dude just because Loic is a guy who's decent at wrestling, decent on the feet as well. I think that would probably be an okay matchup for one Mr. Mateus Camillo. Let me know though. Did Mateus Camillo impress you guys at all in any way, shape, or form on this card, or was it just kind of like whatever? First fight of the night. Let's go ahead and add him to the old Google slide thing here. So you got Camillo. Just trying to get the prospect an interesting test, give him a chance to shine against a guy who with a similar or, little bit better of a skill set than Vyacheslav Borshov. I actually think Borshov is pretty fun. So getting a win over him is a good look, but I would just like to see if he can get a more impressive victory maybe in his next fight. Okay. Let us see here. Let me see. Why does that behave? I followed. All right, cool. My armor is like tenfold shields. Oh my god. What is this? Well, there you go. We got another soliloquy by Leandro. Yo, what is up, chummy boy? Hey, we did a 173 recap for you, man. It's up on the channel. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and peep game. But it is always awesome to see you, man, and I hope you're doing well over there in Thailand, my friend. No, Borshov is just okay. This guy is in Turkey. Okay. Legit didn't watch it till the main event. Oh wow. So check out back and input later after my kid in his sleep. Okay, all right. Sounds good, man. I heard that Super Leg lost. I don't want to talk about it. I need condolences for my boy getting cooked. Oh my gosh. Listen, yeah, just go back and watch it because we're gonna try to get through this stream. This is like already my third stream in the last 24 hours. So I'm going to try to get through this one. And then and hit me up. Feel free to DM me. We can have a little cry session over Super Leg losing. But yes, the next fight on the card was by Sanger Susurkayev versus Eric Mechanico. Really fun fight. I was a little bit disappointed with by Sanger just because he was getting tagged up by Eric Mechanico and then like he would just like clinch him and just hold him there. And I was like, man, this really, really, really sucks. Eric Mechanico was trying to make it a fight. By the third round, by Sanger Susurkayev, I got to get better at saying that because we're going to be seeing this guy a lot. He landed a hellacious right hook, knocked out Eric Mechanico cold. It was a really awesome knockout, fun finish for a guy that I believe has all finishes in all of his 11 wins. I did think it was a little bit of a bad look to struggle with somebody like Eric Mechanico, who's, I mean, you got to give him some credit because he is very scrappy. But, I mean, this guy was like, what? I mean, it says it right here, right? Minus 1,400 as a favorite. Shouldn't be struggling against a guy like Eric Mechanico, in my opinion. But who do you think should be next for one Mr. Baisanger Susurkayev? Said his name perfectly there. Let's see. I'm just checking the middleweight ranking. So he is at number 50 currently. You guys have any? Oh, Dawkins. Ooh, I like that. I like that, Tyler. It's okay. I'm just fucking with you. Been busy with work lately. Hey, no worries, bro. No worries. Maybe Friday you can hop on for the one championship watch party if they are doing Friday fights this weekend. I actually don't even know. We could talk all about one. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, so Kyle Dawkins I think is fun because I don't think Kyle Dawkins is shit in this division personally. So I would like to see him lose because I don't. I want to be right about Kyle Dawkins not being good, but he might be proving me wrong slowly but surely. And we'll talk a little about him a little bit later. But yeah, so above him you've got Cam Ralston, Yusri Belgarui, Robert Biersick, Petrosky, Zach Reese. I'm always trying to shoehorn Zach Reese in anywhere I can. I think that would be interesting. Maybe Marco Tulio. He's going to start running into some guys here that are really going to have to test him, right? Dawkins is fun, man. He's fun. I like that fight a lot, actually. The issue with this guy is this is his second fight in the UFC, so you do kind of have to slow roll him, right? Kyle Dawkins, I might just go with that, but at the same time, I feel like Kyle Dawkins is beating some of the guys a little higher up in the division. Well, actually, was that at 170 or was that at 185? Hold on, actually, I need to check now. It probably, yeah, I think it was at 185. Yeah, it was. Okay. See if we have any other suggestions in the chat. It's okay. Hey, what is up, Tress? Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping a like. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, so let's see. I kind of like the Brad Tavares. It's a good name to get on your record. It's kind of a dangerous fight. Maybe a Mark Andre would be fun. That'd be fun. And then I guess I'll throw old Zach Reese in there. So yeah, let's go Mark Andre, Brad Tavares, and Zach Reese. And then we'll put in your suggestion, Tyler Kyle Dawkins. So let's go ahead and do that. I got to switch my stupid accounts real quick. Hey, we just got to 940 subs, so 6, and we'll be to 1,000. Okay, let's do this. Who's next for Sue, Sir Kaya? We'll go Dawkins, Tavares, Burial, and then Reese. Bam! All right, the poll is up. Yeah, I'm just not sure about this guy. Honestly, I need to see him. I mean, he kind of was tested against Mechanico, so it's like he's got to be working on stuff. He's still very young. How old is he exactly? He will be. Oops. He is 24. So yeah, super young cat still. Got a lot of time to improve and already is pretty decent. I think he's just kind of getting a little bit of extra undeserved hype just from being training partners with Hamzat and the UFC kind of wanting to push fighters from that region of the world a little bit. So we got it 50. Oh, wow, we got 4 votes already. Sue Surkayev is a Saiyan? What you saying, brother? What do you mean, Tyler? We'll go ahead and end the poll there, and we'll just go with Tavares. Tavares is a little bit more of a vet, kind of on a slide. I would not mind that at all. and that would be a really good test for the kid as well. I don't know. I almost feel like you just keep giving him cans and you just let him fucking cruise, low key. They might kind of start fast tracking him, and I think that maybe if he gets a win over Tavares, that's certainly a path to that, right? Getting a name like Brad Tavares on your record is a pretty nice name. Okay, Patsy McCline getting a dub over Angie Hill. I probably won't, unless you guys have a suggestion. I probably won't spend too much time on this one. I think it was impressive that Klein was able to look good against Angie Hill, because Angie Hill is a really hard fighter to look good against, and Patsy McCline barely ran into any resistance in this fight. Kind of just schooled Angie over the course of 3 rounds. So next for her, I kind of like a 3-fight skid is Jessica Andrade. That would be fun. Let's probably go. Ooh, no, she would definitely school Loopy, I feel like. Yeah. Why don't we Loopy? Actually, the top of the division is getting really fun now, I think. Strawweight's on the way up. Yeah, let's go ahead and go Loopy. Loopy's on 2-fight win streak. Why not? I think that's fun. 2 pretty fun fighters. I think Loopy kind of had her chance. I don't think she's really going to ever be like a serious contender. And I think that Patsy McCline might be. So we'll see how she does against Loopy, who is a very tough fighter in her own right and has a lot of skills as well. Definitely a better ground game than Angie Hill, but I would think that Patsy McCline is really good, man. She's very impressive. I'm impressed that she looked really good against Angie Hill. So yeah, there you go. That's going to be the next matchup for her. Good old Patty Sabs getting it done. In the next fight, also appearing in a Hamzat vlog equals future champ to a lot of people. What? Oh, he's too cocky. Got you. Yo, what is up, Ian? Good to see you, man. He says Bo Nickel versus RoboCop is a matchup to make. Ooh, I like that. When we get to that matchup, we'll go ahead and put that in the poll question. If you shave your mustache and cut your lip, you could go as Chimaev. I might be able to get a ranking if I did that. Give him a Tiba Gautier? Hell no. Nah, see, you can't do the prospect versus prospect that early. I would like to see them when they're both ranked, which I think they both might be eventually, or like breaking into the rankings. I think that's a better match at that time. Okay, so you got Patty Sabs getting the dub over Chepe and doing it pretty dominantly. I mean, I think that I was surprised with the way Pat Sabatini kind of bullied Chepe Mariscal. He took him down with ease, and Chepe fought okay. I mean, he didn't really take too much damage from Patty Sabs, and he had his moments. So let's see who should be next for Pat Sabatini. I would say another fighter that the UFC isn't super high on. Again, he just wrestles fools, gets the sub sometimes, which is fun. But you have a cacophony of interesting prospects at featherweight, and Pat Sabatini being 35 is definitely not one of the more interesting ones. So let's see. So this is kind of interesting, huh? Look how many spots they moved him up to 12. Tapology did. What? Now a 3-fight winning streak with 1 sub in that streak. I mean, look at the guys ranked next to him though, like Aljo, T City, Arnold Allen, Yusuf Zalal, Lerone. Like, no, we ain't doing that, homie. We're gonna give him another guy on the way up for sure. Yeah, where is Duho Choi? Does Duho Choi fight anymore? Maybe you do him versus Thug Nasty. Or not Thug Nasty. Yeah, Thug Nasty. Maybe you do him against Bryce Mitchell, maybe Nathaniel Wood. That doesn't sound exciting, huh? That sounds lame, actually. That'd probably be a fun fight, but maybe a Basharat, maybe a Maybe a Daniel Santos. I'm thinking those are the three names that look okay to me. Oh yeah, and maybe a Thug Nasty. Let's see. Good to see Reedy. How are you doing today? Okay, Pat Sabatini should fight Josh Emmett or someone else low in the top 15. Josh Emmett. That was a fight I was going back and forth on. I thought Chepe might catch him. Me too. I had him by TKO. Good to see Nostog. A cacophony of interesting prospects. Yes, sir. You like that, or is that bad use of that word? Good to see you, Mr. C. Does anyone have a suggestion? Because wait, hold on. Did we end that poll? Okay, we did. Let's do. Let's do Wood. Man, but it's like maybe. See, this is weird. This is just weird. Because I don't really think you give Pat like anybody with a big name or anything like that. Maybe somebody coming off of a lot of losses. Maybe Brian Ortega. That actually works, right? Josh Emmett, I guess, has lost 4 out of his last 5. I guess I don't hate that. I personally think you do like Juicy J would be fun. I keep trying to match up Juicy J with people and never happens. Or maybe Bryce. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm thinking a little higher now. Okay, we'll do Bryce, Juicy J, Emmett, and oh wait, I had it. Emmett. Oh, and Wood. That's what we'll do. Okay. Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me, Tyler, that Ortega's not going to be at featherweight anymore. Thank you. Who is next for Patty Sabs? So let's go Wood. Emmett, Juicy J, and then Bryce. Okay, let me know. Rip Leon's. Oh, Rip Leon's chin. Oh no. I know, man. Bad use of the word, but I like it. I heard it on the Ben Eubank card. He said like they had a cacophony of like boxing tonight. I was like, that's fucking gangster as hell. Juicy J might be a wrestling match. I would not mind Bryce. Give him a good old wrestling match. All right. You want that Vince McMahon treatment for Pat Sabatini. I want you in a ladder match. There you go. Who would win, Tom Aspinall or Chuck Liddell? Tom Aspinall, because he's a way bigger human being than Chuck. Yeah, Chuck would be absolutely fucked if he fought Tom Aspinall in his prime. That's not even close, man. All right, so we do have 2 votes. Come on, vote in the goddamn poll question. Prime Iceman was a savage. I agree. But Tom Aspinall is just way too big for him, man. Leon got slept so bad he was smiling like he was taking a picture. He really did. What about Chuck? With that look in his eye, that'd be even worse. He'd get knocked out even faster. All right, so we're all tied up. We all know that look was really the coke. Oh man, you're saying he was doing coke before his fights? What? What do we got? All tied up. Let's see if I was gonna pick one. I'd pick Juicy. See, they all kind of make sense. The thing about Wood is I think he's better. Actually, that's an okay fight. They're actually all decent fights. I think the Emmett one could be the worst or the best because it's like, do you really want Pat Sabatini ranked? Right? Pat Sabatini, 35-year-old Pat Sabatini ranked. Like, I do feel like it's a good way for Emmett to get a dub, but then I also kind of want Emmett in a fun fight instead of one versus Pat. Julian Erosa would be a fun fight, dude. And Bryce would actually be a lame ass fight. Let's not get it twisted. Nathaniel Wood on a big winning streak makes sense. I'm gonna probably just override your guys' vote if we don't get another vote here soon to sway everything. Prime Iceman facing a depleted Tom Aspinall 205. Masvidal, BJ Penn at heavyweight at UFC. Oh my god. Tank Abbott with the DDT. Hilarious. All right, cool. Well, I will be overriding this vote, and I'm gonna put him up against Juicy J, Julian Erosa. I think that's the more fun fight. Makes a little bit more sense to me. Even though Erosa probably loses that one, I think it'd be the more fun fight out of all of the other mentioned. So, got to vote in the poll question, and then we can get the fights you guys want. But I think that Juicy J would put on a really fun fight. Juicy J's sneaky too. This would be a really sick fight. There'd be a lot of cool scrambles. Juicy J would make it interesting on the feet. So I like this fight a lot. Okay, let's move on to the next fight, shall we? That would be old Kyle Dawkins moving like an assassin on his UFC return. He fucking smoked poor old man Mershart, and I think it's time for Mershart to retire. I also have a special matchmaking suggestion for one Mr. Gerald Mershart. We'll get into that later, but for now, who should Kyle Dawkins fight next? I think he's kind of annoying. He's really bad at talking on the mic. He's got the personality of a wet blanket, kind of like me. So I can relate to him on some level, but at the same time, it's like I don't have any hope for this guy to be, a serious contender in the weight class. But I got to give it to him, man. He's on quite the run as of late, looking really good in his UFC return. Let's see. Let's find old middleweight rankings. Let's find out. Oh, yeah. Kyle Dawkins at 19th now. They moved him up pretty quick. Meeting Michelle Pereira gave him a big boost. All right. I think you put him. Ooh, Ruzaboyev is fun. CLD. No. CLD needs a. That might be fun. Him versus CLD. Him versus Ikram. Maybe Piper would be cool too. I think those are the four I'm going to suggest, unless anyone has a different one. Rodolfo? Nah, son, he just got smoked, dude. You hear about that undercard fight? What somebody bet 16 million? No, are you serious? Bookies paid them both off to fix it. What? That's the one, Mr. C. You already know. Marco Tulio? I actually kind of like that. I actually like that a lot. Would it be my top choice? But I actually do like that one. Piper is ranked. You're going to give him a ranked. Oh, yeah, sure. Good point. Yeah, so you can't do Piper. We'll sub in Piper for Tulio, I think, though. Yeah, let's do Wait, is Ikram ranked? We'll do Ikram, Tulio, CLD, and Ruzaboyev. I think that those are some fun fights. Bo Nickel versus Joe Piper battle of the Pennsylvania Gingers. Sign me up. Wow. Mershart's got a glass jaw as well. He really does, dude. He's a vet, though. Like, he's put in his time. 100%. All right, who's next? For Kyle Dawkins. All right, let's go. Ikram. Tulio. Who else? Who else? Yeah, Ruzaboyev, CLD. Ruzaboyev, CLD. The fuck do you spell Ruzaboyev? Okay. Just got to sound it out. Bam, pulls up. Okay. Let's do this. Bantamweight. Okay. Ruzaboyev? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, so we got one. We got 2 votes. We got CLD and Tulio. Interesting. Can we get a tiebreaker? Here, let me set up the match I got for Mershart. That's gonna be the fight of the year, fight of the century. Is Gerald Mershart's the opponent I got for him. The only question is what promotion should it be in, and I'll actually ask the poll. I'll put up a poll for that. I'll ask the chat. All right. Well, it seems like nobody really cares, so let me think about this one. GM3 versus Atiba Gautier. Oh my god, you want him to die? I think I like the Ruzaboyev match the most personally because let's see, Ruzaboyev he lost a decision to Buckley. Wasn't that a weight class down? He's beaten Mechanico and Stoltzfus. Damn. I feel like CLD is more interesting than Kyle Dawkins. And then for Ikram, that might be interesting. I feel like Ikram it's for me it's between Ruzaboyev and Ikram. Okay, we got another vote for CLD. You kind of would have like I guess a striker versus grappler match in that one. So that might be interesting. We'll let it go for one more minute. We'll try to get one more vote and then we'll go ahead and end the poll. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's do it. All right, cool. So we got CLD. You guys are interested in seeing that one. I don't hate it. I don't think it's the best, but I don't hate it. And I also think one thing that's nice about it is you get another highlight reel KO, in my opinion, for CLD. CLD is looking like a monster as of late, especially in that last fight. That fight was sick. Okay. Let's do that. And then for Gerald Mearshart, I have a special match to make for him. If you guys aren't aware, he has fought one man. There's a man he has fought twice. That man is a legend of the sport. Everybody knows him. Women love him. He's the envy of men all around the planet. I'm just kind of stalling. Give me 1 second. There we go. That man is Jay Ellis. And if you don't know about Jay Ellis, well, I'm going to educate you. Jay Ellis has a record of 16 and 112. That is his record. He has lost 78 fights by submission and 29 by knockout. Let's see. Where did he fight Gerald Mearshart? And when was that? Let me see. Let us see here. God, if you got beat by Jay Ellis, look at this. Look at this losing streak. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 fight losing streak. Oh my god. Okay, when did he beat GM3? Hold on, I gotta see this. I gotta find out. I must have. Oh, yep, there it is. He beat him in Freestyle Combat Challenge in 2007. Oh my god. That's nuts. And then they fought again. When did they fight again? I mean, honestly, look, he's lost to Anthony Pettis. He's fought a who's who. Pat Curran a bunch of times. God, when did Johnny Case? Oh yeah, and then in King of the Cage, almost 7 years later, GM3 beat him. So we got to run this one back one more time for old time's sake. Let's see who really is the can of cans. Is it GM3? Is it Jay Ellis? That's the fight to make. That I mean, and honestly, like I would pay like what $100 pay per view just to see that fight go down one more time. Who wouldn't? I mean, honestly. I just saw a video about. Oh, interesting. There you go. The true goat of the sport, 27 in a row. He was just doing it for the love of the game. Jay Ellis is better than John Jones, by the way. Yeah, and honestly, I think if you could do it quick enough, you get Jay Ellis that get him in the cage, get him the dub over Gerald Mearshart. He's fighting John Jones at the White House, 100%. You know it for a fact. That's the fight. That's the people's main event all day long. All right, Ethan Ewing getting the dub over Malcolm Wellmaker. And looking, oh wait, actually, you know what? I fucked up. What? The only question for Jay Ellis versus Gerald Mearshart is what promotion should it be in? That's the real question. What promotion should Jay Ellis versus GM3 rematch be in? All right, so do we? Well, we got to think about this here. Do we do it in dirty boxing, bare knuckle, BKFC? Do we do it in the PFL? Oh, what's another one we could maybe do it in? Karate combat. In Thai fight? That would be sick. All right, what vote in the poll question? GM3 versus Jay Ellis. What promotion should it go down in? Street Beefs? That is probably the more likely of the that's probably what it's going to be in. Somebody said BKFC. That's going to give Jay Ellis an advantage. I like that. I like BKFC. Let's see. We do have a vote for Karate Combat. That's going to give Jay Ellis the advantage too. I kind of like that. Do you do it in dirty boxing just cuz? Just for the fucking just for funsies? I'm liking BKFC. I'm liking Karate Combat. Or should it headline a PFL? That's the real question. Because this is pay-per-view worthy. They could honestly charge, like I said, they could just charge money for this one, and it would just be a barn burner. I'm thinking we're gonna do BKFC low key again, just for funsies. Yes. Actually, I'll get the BKFC logo up. Oh God, what is happening? Let's fucking do this. Oh, we have another vote for Karate Combat. They should hold it at one of those trampoline parks. Okay. All right, we'll do Karate Combat. Let's do it. Awesome. Legendary. Can you imagine fucking GM3 with a fucking like giant sash in a fight Jay Ellis in Karate Combat? Jesus. There we go. There we go. All right, that works perfect. Awesome. All right, next is Ethan Ewing versus Malcolm Wellmaker. Let's see. Jay Ellis versus anyone has my $100. I know, that's what I'm saying, man. We need to get Jay Ellis on a UFC. When is Jay Ellis going to make his UFC debut? That's what I need to know. All right, so Ethan Ewing, man, I mean, showed up, came to kick ass and take names, and that's exactly what he did against old Malcolm Wellmaker. Wellmaker was 46th. Where did they put Ethan at? Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so 46th. Who should Ethan Ewing fight next? Honestly, got a super exciting win over a really interesting prospect. So I think that this guy is legit as hell. So I'd like to see him in a fun fight. I think he's marketable too, low key. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you guys are feeling about Ethan. It's a tough one to matchmake for me. I feel like you could kind of do like just about anybody. Long Jao would be hella fun. That'd be a really fun fight. What the fuck is Santiago Luna? Who are these people? Patchy Mix? Oh, Felipe Lima just pulled out. What about this guy? This guy, Jacob Wilklatz? They just beat old Patchy Mix. God, I have no idea who to fucking even matchmake for this guy. I don't even know. Kind of do anybody, really. Should I just put that up there? Just like anybody? Give Ewing Timmy Kawamba. All right, I like that. Wellmaker is kind of old. He's 31, man. I mean, I don't know if he's old. Andrew, I'm gonna do that because I'm kind of lost on this one. I'm not gonna lie. Timmy Kawamba kind of is lame. He's kind of like lame as hell. So I actually love that fight. It's like, let's give Ethan Ewing let's have him get a dub over a guy who sucks ass. And if he loses to Timmy, just one of the most uninteresting prospects that exists in the UFC currently, then we'll know he actually is trash. And then Wellmaker never was anything good. So I like that. I'm just gonna run with that because I don't really care. I mean, seriously though, like bantamweight is his oyster at this point, right? He could just fight about anybody, and obviously nobody ranked, but just a litany of people he could be fighting. So yeah, Timmy Kawamba, like it. I like it. Thank you for hopping in the show, Andrew. All right, let's go to the next one. That would be Aaron Blanchfield getting the sub over Tracy Cortez. Man, Blanchfield is in a tough spot, if you ask me. The division is in a weird spot as well. Do you give her fucking Wei Lee? Do you give her Wei Lee? Natty Ice or Grasso? Ooh, Natty Ice. Natty Ice would fuck her up. I like Natalia Silva. I think you do Natty Ice and Manon. And then you do Aaron Blanchfield and Alexa. Yeah. Oh shit, Kong Wang's on the come up. Yeah, no, easy. I like Alexa Grasso. What do you guys think? Whaley ain't staying. I've seen a bunch of posts on social media about Ethan Ewing since he won. Well, isn't that beautiful? Oh, you guys actually went Yanez. Natalia for title at limit. Really? with Aaron? Macy, is Macy gonna fight again? Sorry, I missed some of your guys' other suggestions for that last one, but I'm already kind of set. So you think Macy, Alexa? Okay, so we actually look at you. By the way, good to see you, SS Jackson. How you doing? Look at you, Tyler. You're actually like engaged on matchmaking for a women's fight. Wow, look at this guy. Maybe he's not misogynistic after all. She's booked on the 8th. Who? Oh, wait, who? Who's booked on the 8th? 8th the weed? Oh, Barber. Oh, shit. Yeah, it says it right there against Karine Silva. Word. All right. I'm evolving. Look at you. Look at you, buddy. All right. So let's do who's up next for Blanche. Could do Macy after she wins, I guess. Winner of Macy and Karine. Winner of Macy versus Karine. Jazzy J. Okay. Jazzy J. And then, so you actually think Natty Ice? Like, so I'm kind of like thinking you do Natty and Manon. But yeah. No, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's really all you got. And then Alexa and Natty. So, I mean, those are the only two people she could possibly fight. Natty Ice. And then Alexa. I think I like the Alexa fight, personally. That's just me. I think Jazz versus Aaron. I think you do. I would like to see Natalia Silva and Manon. Probably Aaron versus. If I had a choice, I'd do Alexa for sure. And then you have Jazzy come back and fight whoever wins the Macy and Karine Silva fight. Jazzy J just got colded in a minute. If Aaron beats her, it won't give her much. Sure. That's why I feel like she's got to get a dub over like Macy, the winner of Macy versus Karine. Oh, we got a tiebreaker. I'll break the tie and it'll be Alexa. Any of you Natty Ice fans, I guess, slap a vote in for her. Yeah, I'll probably go Alexa because I think it'd be more interesting. But okay, we got a vote for Jazzy J. Who the fuck is voting for Jazzy J? God damn, I wish you could see who voted in the goddamn poll. All right, I'm going Alexa. Going Alexa. God damn, I'm fucking tired, guys. I fucking streamed like for 24 hours from Friday night to Sunday morning after 1. It was like a collective 24 hours. And then I've already done an hour yesterday, and then like, so this will be like 3 hours. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? It's all right, because we're getting really close to 1,000 subs, so. Yes, and then I will put her against Alexa, who just got destroyed by Natalia Silva, low key. Okay. Oh, we're getting through it. We're getting through the card. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, old Blanche versus Grasso. All right, the next fight will be old Gregory Rodriguez versus Kopylov. What did that guy say earlier? Me, guy who kicked Carter? Me. Which one of y'all kicked me? Oh my God. That shit's so funny.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
And he was like, me. He was like, okay, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Jazzy, yeah. One more vote for Jazzy Devicious. Hell no. He pointed out, he was like, me. Is he? Is he? The guy that got knocked out by, who did he get knocked out by? That French guy? Is he? No, I don't hate it. Delidze. Guys, two guys on Delidze. Let me check on the old rankings really quick. The old Tapology rankings. What a great website Tapology is, man. All right. I need to get them to like sponsor me. You guys think that's possible? They probably don't have any money though. That'd be stupid. Okay, so Izzy at 8, Delidze at 10, Hobocop at 13th. Let's just keep him far away from Robert Whitaker, and I'll be happy. Pfeiffer, Costa. Oh yeah, Costa. I like that fight. Well, what did that guy suggest earlier? Some dude said something. He said it was like this guy Joe or some shit. What did he say? He's probably long gone. He's probably like, this show's stupid. Bo Nickel versus RoboCop. Ooh. Let's go with Whitaker. Oh my god, I'm gonna ban you for life from the chat. No. No, we're not doing that. I'll put that guy's suggestion in because I actually don't hate it. Wait a second. Wait, no, because I think what's his name? That doesn't make any sense because he's not ranked. Golden Boy? Who the fuck is Golden Boy? Oscar De La Hoya? Who's next for RoboCop? So I really like the Costa fight. I'll put your suggestion in there, Tyler. Oh, Shabazian? Nah, again, like, who did he beat last time? Who the fuck did that guy beat last time? Here, let me see. He's like really low. Well, no, I guess he's 21st. Muniz, nah. Bro, he just lost the fucking GM3 the other day. That was like the other day. Izzy, Delidze. We need one more suggestion. Delidze. I guess I'll just put Bo Nickel on there just for the shits and giggles. All right, there you go. Edmund Shabazian is Golden Boy. Well, there you go. All right. Well, shit, everybody's got a vote for one person already. Izzy, Delidze, and Bo Nickel. Wow, you guys don't like the Costa fight? You guys don't like the Costa fight? What's wrong with you guys? I thought this was supposed to be fun. That actually surprises me. I think that's a sick fight. All Brazilian showdown. Okay. God damn, this show is so much work. I have to do so much stuff, switch all this stuff, go back and forth, look at rankings. It ain't easy, guys. Ooh, another Izzy. Interesting. Costa don't fight him. What do you mean? Like Papa don't preach? Costa don't fight him? What? Bruh. Two votes for Izzy. That's fascinating. I feel like Izzy ain't gonna fight him. I feel like y'all are smoking crack. That shit'll never happen. Maybe I'm tripping though. All right. Well, fair enough. If that's what y'all want to see, I think that's stupid. Can you guys sell me on Izzy versus RoboCop? Anyone? Can you sell me on that one? Because that's just like really stupid. Neither Izzy or Costa will fight him. I think Costa would. Oh, look at that! Another vote for Izzy. God, I hate you guys so much. Can somebody like sell me on that? Because I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Delete Zay makes more sense. Does it though? Izzy has a chance to beat RoboCoppa. Izzy would either completely school him or he would get slept badly. That's why I feel like the fight doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know. I mean, well, actually, I think that the fight's fun. Don't get me wrong. Dude, is he on a 3-fight losing streak? God damn. Wait, Tallulah, Tavares, Cannonier. I'm gonna put him against fucking somebody. I'm gonna fucking do Joe Piper. I'll just go left field. Fuck all you guys. You guys are stupid voting in the poll. I'm doing Joe Piper. I'll probably do Bo Nichols just to fucking make shit easier. 3 votes for Izzy? What is wrong with you guys? Nobody's gonna try to sell me on him. Oh my god. Fuck you guys. I'm doing Paulo Costa. How about that? Yeah, screw you guys, as my homie Eric Cartman would say. Let's do that. You guys are wrong. Motherfuckers really want the Izzy fight when there's better match. That's what I'm saying. Like guys that are bigger names. Wrong. Try better next time. All right. All right. Bo Nickel. Who should be next for Bo Nickel? So he beat Hodolfo. Pretty fun. I think you do him versus Shabazian. That's the fight. Ah, shit. Shabazian probably gets fucking destroyed by him, though. Probably gets laid on for a hot second, and then the fight's boring and lame. Bo Nickel sucks. I hate Bo Nickel. God, can you guys help me out here? I don't even know. I think him versus Shabazian's hella interesting, but I also feel like Shabazian needs some more work. Ikram? No. Delidze? No. I don't know. Damn, I don't know what do you do with Bo Nickel? Pfeiffer. You want his secret juice? I like Pfeiffer, Abus, Iron Turtle. Iron Turtle. I don't think Abus. You can't give him another rank to fight. Wait, who did he lose to? Oh yeah, RDR. That's right. I mean, Pfeiffer. I don't mind Pfeiffer. Iron Turtle. I don't like. Iron Turtle kind of on his way out. Abus. I don't mind either. It's just like, okay, what do you do with him? Do you keep building him? Do you give him like less than reputable dudes? Like Oleg Sachik's a good fight because he would steamroll him, but then again, it's like, what does that really do for Bo Nickel? Just keeps him going. I do like the Avis fight. That one makes a lot more sense. Like, how old is Bo Nickel? 29. He's like right there. I think we start giving him tough matchups like his fight after this one. Well, I don't know. See, I almost feel like it doesn't matter. Like you might as well just throw him into the fire, right? Pfeiffer, Iron Turtle, Abus. You guys aren't shooting too high. Okay, we'll do Abus Piper, Oleksiejczyk. I like that one. Hi, Andrew. But I feel like we got to get someone else in the mix. Somebody interesting. Maybe on the come up. There's not really many other names. I'll give you that. Maybe we'll just fucking slap the Iron Turtle in there, call it a day. I'm thinking about this too hard. Okay. Just lost and he only beat Rodolfo Vieira, not ranked. Fight. Please. Shara Bullet? Hell no. Hell no. Well, maybe. Pereira? Michelle Pereira? Oh my god. leave Michelle Pereira alone. Leave him alone. Alright, here, let's see. Who's next for Mo? Yeah, I think you're right, Tyler. I think you would. All right, so let's go Turtle. Piper. Abus. Oleksiejczyk. I think that's Abus. Oleksiejczyk. And who the fuck else? Hold on. Turtle Abus. Oh, Piper. Poll is up. I'll probably go Joe Piper. Just fuck it. They're both. I don't know. Piper's kind of interesting all of a sudden, right? Like randomly, all of a sudden, Piper developed his game somehow. Jose Medina, hilarious. God, how many more stupid fights do we have to go? Not many. Oh, it's actually the interesting ones next, but also like, I think I already have a way to match up the rest of the welterweight division personally. Okay, let's break this tie. Abus and Oleksiejczyk. Let's break the tie. Fucking get out of here faster. I'll break the tie if we have to. If it comes down to it. Nickel. Put him up here. All right, fine. I'm gonna go Oleksiejczyk because I feel like we just got to get Bo Nickel wins, and I kind of hate Oleksiejczyk too. I think he's hella mid. All right. Okay, next fight is Benoit Saint Denis. Interesting. Obviously he smoked Benny hella quick. Bummer, because I really like Beneil Dariush, man. I think Beneil's got to retire. What do you guys think? Nobody's really responding to anything I say, but all right, BSD. Man, are they gonna do the Patty fight? Would Justin fight him? Do you do him versus Do Bronx? Would he fight him? God, who the fuck? Who would even fight this fucking guy at this point? Fiziev? Maybe Fiziev? God, can you imagine if Dan Hooker beat Armin and then like got a title shot? That'd be weird. Why am I getting this goddamn ad? Oh no, Alvarez left the division. Michael Chandler? I feel like you do him versus Justin. Right? What do you guys think? I just found out that Tristan Vines guy, the person got destroyed by Tiva, has a nickname TV Time, which is weird since he didn't get much in his last fight. Gamrot, Fazeev. Okay, Gamrot, Fazeev. I like that. I'm gonna throw the Justin fight on there just for shits and giggles. But yeah, okay. I hate what is up with this ad. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see here. We got to get back to these. People can be a little more active, maybe. I thought this stream would be okay. But man, it's like super, super dead. I would say Chandler or Justin, but neither of them would take that fight. I don't think they would either. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, it seems like he's going to be stuck fighting a Gamrot or a Fazeev. Who's next for PSD? Fazeev, Gamrot, Justin. I think there's got to be one more. Fazeev is cool. He is cool in the gang. Wow. I agree. I like Fazeev. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. I think that's it. Who the fuck else? I don't think Charles is. Who did Charles just be? Oh, Gamrot. That's right. Let's do Charles. Let's just put him on there just for fuck's sake. All right, there you go. No chance. Bilal is now ranked above JDM on Topology. Huh. And Buckley is somehow ranked number 4. Charles is going to fight Holloway for the BMF. That's retarded. But yeah, sure. All right. We'll give it a couple minutes. If nobody votes, I'll just pick one. All right, Gamrot. I like that fight. I do like that fight. The Fazeev fight is interesting as well. I think those are the only two that make any amount of sense. So, man, okay. All right. Well, since the chat is like super super dead and not voting on the poll, I think I got a way to match up the rest of the welterweight division. So I'll just kind of quickly go over that, and then we can kind of talk about who might be next for Chevy and Islam now that he's the champion. Let's do that, and then we can wrap it up. I can get some food and go to sleep. I hope everyone's I hope everyone has a good rest of their week. By the way, those that are watching. Okay, Gamrot right there. Oh, you guys don't even see that. Okay. I guess we could talk a little bit about like who. Well, yeah, okay. What Whaley should do. That's something we should do as well. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm like losing my mind. Okay. All right. So you got Praches getting a quick knockout over Leon, and you got Morales. So really, the way to match up the welterweights, right, is you've got Carlos Prates versus JDM. I love it. So yeah, you've got Morales, Carlos Prates. You've got Bilal versus Ian next week, and then you've got Jack, who just lost the title fight. So personally, I want to see Carlos Prates versus Michael Morales. I think that is the most fun fight to make out of all of them, right? But then let's say Ian were to beat Bilal. I think that Ian is a really interesting matchup for Jack because he's going to put some grappling on him, and that's going to be like, okay, that's an interesting test for him, I guess. But then I kind of like the Ian versus Morales fight or Bilal versus Morales, right? So I think that Carlos Praches versus um Jack is fun. But the thing is, I actually feel like Michael Morales had the best performance last night. I understand that Leon got a more interesting KO, like a way better highlight reel KO. But I personally feel like Morales doing that to Sean Brady, just like finishing him super quick, is more impressive than what Carlos did to Leon. Just my own personal opinion. I think that depends on how Bilal versus Ian goes, because if Ian loses and has a bad stinker, then Morales should get the title shot. No, not a chance. I think that the only person that should fight for the title right now that's title ready, in my opinion, is Shavkat. So therefore, I think that you need to do a little Grand Prix at the bottom to see who is going to fight who. So I see, because Morales versus Carlos Prates, dude, that would be so fucking sick, dude. But I think that we're gonna give because Morales beat a guy in his prime, right? That's why I'm like, okay. And that's why honestly I wouldn't hate him giving the title shot. Shavkat has 0 top 5 wins. Why would he get it? Oh, interesting. I feel like he's the best. He's the best. He has the best chance to beat Islam. That's why I feel like he should get the fight. Shavkat ain't fighting anytime soon, though. Yeah, but I don't care. I don't care. Fucking Islam fights once a year anyway, dude. Like, yeah, guys are acting like Islam's gonna fight next week. So, but and then again, I feel like he's the more interesting fight for everybody for Islam. So, here's what I'm gonna do. We'll put up a poll, and we'll say who should. Let's see. How do we match the welter weights? Shavkat, he's at the back of the line. I don't think he is. Morales would make Islam look like a bantamweight. You think so? Morales versus JDM. CP versus JDM. Morales versus. I guess this doesn't make any sense. This is a stupid poll. So I think what I want to see is because I really want to see Morales versus Carlos Praches. I guess we can do this here. Who's next for JDM or for Jesus Christ? Oh, and by the way, Shavkat does have a top 5 win, right? Because he beat Ian. Isn't Ian ranked in the top 5, or maybe I'm getting that wrong? And just say Morales versus Prates. Ian gets a title fight if he beats Bilal. No, because he's not going to beat him fun enough for the UFC to be like, oh, wow. But if he did, then I think so. Yeah, but you can't really do Gary and Praches. So there you go. There's a poll. There's a poll for you guys. Maybe somebody will vote in it this time. Gosh, Morales versus Praches would be the sickest fight. That would be such a sick ass fight. Man, and then imagine if he beat JDM, that's two former champions, or a Bilal, two former champions. Wow. Okay, so whoever voted for that Gary and Bilal winner, imagine if it's Gary. I guess it kind of makes sense because their last fight was on short notice, but Ian Gary was number 6, and he wasn't ranked in the top 5 when Shavkat's Aura Merchant ass beat him. Fair enough. Praches versus Islam is the least interesting matchup of them all. Really, you think so? Going former champ again, set up Morales fight for the title. Okay. Okay, well, that's another vote for JDM, so I like it. I like it. Let's do that. God, that fight. When it does happen, dude, fucking A, that's gonna be a sick ass fight. I almost feel like you just do it now, though, right? Like, just fuck it. Imagine if the UFC book, like, that's the most exciting fight for me. But I almost feel like that doesn't do as much for the division if you just do Praches versus Morales, right? Am I wrong? I don't care. Okay, Jack Della, Magnolia, Jack Della, Michelin star restaurant, Jack Della, Magnum PI, Jack Della, mesothelioma, Jack Della, Magikarp. Ooh, that's a good one. Jack Della Magikarp. All right, yeah. Jack Della Magikarp versus Carlos Praches. We'll do that one next. And then for old Mr. Michael Morales. Let's see. Also, Ian Gary will be ranked number 9 tomorrow, I think. Okay. Who is next for Morales? I mean, that's why I'm like, all right, well, all right, here, I'll ask you guys, but I just for shits and giggles. But I'm not doing this. Ian winner. Oh shit! Oops. I want to get the audience's gauge on this one. It says there's 8 people watching, but I almost feel like there's not. One 187. Two people voted for title shot. Interesting. The issue with that, in my opinion, is Islam is going to take so goddamn long to fight anybody, right? That Morales is going to have to take a fight in between, right? I wholeheartedly believe that. So it's like, oh, you should take a title shot. It's like, okay, well then, who the fuck is Ian or Bilal going to fight? Shavkat maybe, but I feel like you do Shavkat. So that's how I'm gonna match him up. But because like he's not gonna get like, so you guys want Michael Morales to fight next year. That's what you're telling me. Like, or next year, like I'm talking like in 8 months from now. It's like, okay. The dude's 26, I guess. I guess it's not too bad, but still. It's like it's gonna take forever for fucking what's his name to fight anybody. Islam. All right, so we do this. Almost done. Almost done. Hooray! And then I'm just gonna match up Islam with Shavkat. Unfortunately, sorry, boys. Bilal versus Ian. There it is. I gotta do one more because we're gonna see what is next for old Whaley. So I think it's pretty obvious that it's your show. Do as you please. I think it's pretty obvious that Val's probably gonna fight. I guess the winner of Manon and Natty Ice. You just love Shaka Fell for the aura farming. Again, I just think he has the best chance, the best skill set to beat somebody like Islam in my personal opinion. That's all it is, brother. Braza. Okay. So next we got old Chevy truck. Valentina Shevchenko. I think eventually she should go up to bantamweight and fight the winner of Kayla versus Amanda. Does she vacate and just wait for that? And that's also risky because then you never know what's going to happen. Do they do a trilogy or a rematch? I don't think they do. I think Kayla probably beats both of them at this point. But anyway, so I think what you do is you match up Natty Ice and Manon, and then you give them the title shot. Let's see. Sick. This guy already made a video about it. Rad. Thanks, guy. Perfect. Okay. So I guess now is like, what's next for if Manon and Shevchenko 2 happens? I'm not watching that shit. All right. Kayla Ragdoll's Val? I think so. Mid Wrestling almost got subbed by Ian Ferry. Wow. Ian Ferry. And he had to clinch Ian because he couldn't strike with him. Yeah. Okay, what should be next for old Wei Li, though? That's the real question. Does Wei Li go down? Does she stay at 125 and just get in the mix with the contenders? What do you guys think? And if so, I guess who should she fight? Because I honestly wouldn't mind like Blanchfield versus Wei Li. Actually, no. I think Wei Li like steamrolls everybody else in the division. Maybe her versus Natty Ice would be fun. Manon Fiorot. That would actually be a rad fight. Actually, you know what? Goes back down and makes everyone wish they retired. She retired again. Because I kind of like Wei Li versus Manon. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. If she does Wei Li versus Kayla Harrison, I like it. Who's next for Wei Li? Or what's next? Go back to 115, be champ again. All right, what do you guys think? I think she would easily be champ if she went. I think she'd easily be champ. Okay, so you guys want her back. All right, fair enough. Let's find a picture of Mackenzie Dern. You guys know what I'm going to do. I'm going Islam versus Shavkat, baby. Everyone's y'all mad. Here, let's see. Kenzie Dern. Fuck, I'm tired. Oh, well, we disagree. Oh, god damn it. We disagreed a lot today, boys. We sure did. Well, that's all right. Sometimes it be like that, though. Oh god. Oh my god, what a terrible picture. Yeah, I'm gonna do there we go. Maybe. I'm gonna do Islam versus Shavkat. That's the fight I want to see. Oh my god, this fucking shit is annoying. Why is this her picture on Typology still? Yeah, I think you guys think that she beats Dern easy? I think she does. Imagine if Dern beat Wei Li. That'd be so fucked. I'd cry. Also, like, I hate to break it to you guys, but nobody's beating Islam, unfortunately. But he is kind of boring. And he's probably going to be even more boring at welterweight, dude. Honestly. But he doesn't have to cut as much weight, so he's not as drained, so that's cool, I guess. I think he's going to wrestle the fuck out of everybody, and then it's going to suck ass, so. All right. I just don't see why she would stay at 125. Yeah, rage bait. He probably subs Shavkat. Probably subs everybody, dude. What do you want? What do you want from him? All right, boys. I'm gonna do a quick little breakdown of all this shit. So, and maybe I'll make a video out of it. Maybe not. I keep saying I will, but then I just don't. So, okay, let's do this. JDM was perfectly prepared for subs by Craig Jones. Oh yeah, I guess I see what you're saying because like Islam didn't really go for any subs. Let's fucking get all this shit out of here. Close all these goddamn tabs. Oh, okay, we'll make a quick little recap of this. I wonder how this looks on Instagram. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll go ahead and do the pick show for you, all you fine people. So join me for that. And then Wednesday we'll do the live chat. We'll make the schedule. Hopefully Grabaka Hitman puts out the schedule. He was a little late last week. So we'll see. But yeah, appreciate all you guys for joining, man. Appreciate all you guys. We disagreed a lot today, like I said. But that's all right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And then as always, make sure to let me know if there's a fight or event that you're like interested in watching. We can try to cover it, okay? Okay. What is going on, everybody? We just finished matchmaking for UFC 322, and the first match we're going to make is Mateus Camillo versus Loic Radzhabov. Loic has a skill set similar to Mateus's, and I think that Mateus needs a more exciting win over somebody in the UFC, and I think Loic would be the guy to get him that win. So let's do that one. Next one is Vaisanger Susurkayev taking on Brad Tavares. This would be a great win for Susurkayev. Super young, 24 years old. Brad Tavares a little bit on his way out. That's how it goes in the UFC. You feed the old to the young. And yeah, I think that this would be a really fun fight as well. Susurkayev had some trouble with Eric McConico, and Brad Tavares historically has good takedown defense. He's very good on the feet. Be a really fun test for the 24-year-old Baisanger Susarkayev. Up next, Fatima Klein versus Lupe Godinez. I think the Godinez has a similar skill set to Fatima, but Klein is just that much better than her. I think that she would probably get the win, but that's what we need. We need more impressive wins for Fatima Klein, climbing her way up the rankings. We'll do Patty Sabs versus Juicy J. Be a super, super fun fight. A lot of crazy scrambles in this one. And I think that Juicy J is going to make it a little more fun than people might think. You might see Patty Sabs get that sub over Juicy J. Either way, super fun fight. Two guys that are kind of older guys in the division, but still really, really fun. We have Kyle Dawkins taking on CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan. I think this is a super fun fight. Obviously, Dawkins has a little more threat on the ground than CLD, classic striker versus grappler matchup. But Kyle Dawkins' hand's been looking really good as of late. I think this is a super fun fight as well. I think that CLD probably smokes him. And I also think that Kyle Dawkins just isn't really that good, even though he is on quite the run. So maybe this will be a chance for him to prove me wrong. We're going to also make a special matchup for Kyle Dawkins' opponent. It will be Gerald Meerschaert taking on his old rival, Jay Ellis, in Karate Combat. Let's go. This is the fight that everybody wants to see. No other fight really makes sense in all of combat sports as much as Jay Ellis versus Gerald Meerschaert 3. Jay Ellis, if you don't know, his record is 16 and 122, and he's lost 78 fights via submission. So let's give Jay Ellis the advantage. Let's put him in Karate Combat. Banger of a fight. I'm paying $120 pay-per-view just to witness this awesome matchup. Up next is old Ethan Ewing taking on Timmy Kawamba. I think Ethan Ewing looks so impressive. I'm really hyped to see what he does in the UFC. But I also feel like Timmy Kawamba just kind of blows. And I would really like to see Ethan Ewing just put this dude away. I think he would do it. So that's why I'm making this matchup. Erin Blanchfield taking on Alexa Grasso. She's kind of running out of options at the top of the division. And it's just somebody who she hasn't fought. I think this would be a very interesting matchup as well. Let's see if Alexa Grasso has worked on her takedown defense. And I think that the fight is very fun on the feet as well. Gregory Rodriguez versus old Paulo Costa. Sick fight, man. Two big, huge dudes in the middleweight division throwing bombs at each other. What a great fight this would be. Would love to see it. We're going to do Bo Nickel versus Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. Bo Nickel just got TKO'd by RDR, so I don't think that having him climb up the rankings too high, too fast is smart. I think we need to keep kind of slow rolling him. And let's have him just beat up on old Michael Oleksiejczuk. You know, perfect guy for the job to make Bo Nickel look good. Benoit Saint Denis taking on old Gamrot. Another guy who has had some stumbles in the weight class. And again, he's just kind of like running out of options. I don't think a lot of the higher ranked guys, the bigger names, would even fight him personally. So I think that Gamrot is a fun fight for him. Be competitive as well. And he gets a win over Gamrot in dominant fashion. There you go. He's climbing up the ladder. And then maybe those guys will fight him eventually. So, all right. So this one's tricky. Matching up the top of welterweight is damn tricky, but I have made my decision. And I'm going to do Carlos Praches versus Jack Della Magnolia. I think that Jack Della Magikarp versus Carlos Praches is super fun because then you have Praches has a chance to get a dub over another former champ, but somebody in their prime at this current point in time. I think that Morales has, winning over Brady is much more impressive than beating Leon, who's, I think it's time to say it, is probably washed at this point. So yeah, I would like to see Praches get a win over a guy in his prime, and I think this is the perfect way to match up the welterweight division. Let me know if you disagree with me in the comments below. So for that reason, we're going to do Michael Morales versus the winner of Belal Muhammad and Ian Gary. I think that Ian Gary would be a very interesting test for Morales, and I also think that Belal would too. Can you imagine if he was able to steamroll one of these guys, like he has all his past opponents, then I think that I would be sold on a title fight with him. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for the top of the welterweight division. And then we'll do Valentina Shevchenko versus the winner of a theoretical matchup that isn't booked yet, but needs to happen. Manon Fiorot and Natty Ice, Natalia Silva. Have them two scrap it out. Whoever gets the win gets to fight Val. If Manon wins, I think that beating Natty Ice is more than enough reason to give her a rematch. I think that the first fight was close. And then if Natty Ice was able to handle Manon, I think that it would drum up enough interest to have her fight Valentina. For Wei Li, we're going to have her moving back down. She tried her hand at moving up a weight class and try to capture another title in a second division. If she moves down, she's destroying Mackenzie Dern. And I think that that's what we all want to see. We want to see Wei Li retake the crown at strawweight. And then for my last match, we're going to do Islam Makhachev versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Islam Makhachev is pretty inactive. He's going to be fighting again, in like 8 months from now. And I think that Shavkat is the only one in the division that has the style to beat Islam Makhachev. So I'm going to match up Islam and Shavkat. And I think that Shavkat will be off of an injury soon enough. And this is the fight that I think is the most interesting in the weight class. So there you go. Those are my matchmaking suggestions. Don't like it? You can vote in the chat. On Mondays, we do a pick show called Who's Up Next. Be sure to join the Tapology League as well. And we'll see you guys hopefully in the next stream. There you go. There's a video. All right, what do we got? If Manon versus Shevchenko 2 happens, I'm not watching. It goes back down. Yeah. You probably sub Shavkat. JDM was perfectly prepared for the subs by Craig Jones. Hola. Yo, what is up, WMC? I will never agree with your ass on the Shavkat take. Fair enough. No worries, man. That's why combat sports is fun. It's because we don't all think the same way, though, right? All right, guys. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to get some food. And I'm going to go to sleep. Join me tomorrow for the pick show, all right? All right, cool. Well, we'll see you guys then, and we're going to wrap it up.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up.